Hello YouTube, I am back with another video. Today I am not working with markers, I'm working with some acrylic gouache. I haven't used this stuff in like probably 6 years, so it's been a minute and very clearly I don't remember how to use it. I wanted this piece to be really light colored and airy, and that's not what happened at all. Spoiler. I do eventually get to a place where I like it, but I had to adjust my, goals kind of halfway through. Part of the problem was that I really wasn't watering it down enough, and I was treating it more like acrylic rather than gouache or watercolor, and I just didn't add enough water. It was very, sticky to paint with, and I was not enjoying the process at all. So we just struggled a little bit for a while here, but we do eventually get to a place. Where it's okay. One of the things that I really want to work on, I talked about in my last video, is that I want to work on gouache. I have a new set of jelly gouache coming, and I haven't really been painting for years. Just getting back into traditional with markers this past month has been an interesting experience, but this is really my first experience painting anything that wasn't like a craft project in years. So this was also a bit of a learning curve, and I wasn't really a gouache painter to begin with. I've always preferred watercolor, but we're growing up and changing mediums and learning, I guess. But yeah, I got some pretty awful news today, so I really needed to do something that was bright and fun and pastel, which this... spoiler, I struggled really hard mixing these paints. Everything I did, just turned out really muddy, and it either was too bright or just too thick, I think, with the paint. And that's definitely user error. But what I wound up doing was taking Posca pens and drawing over the top of it, and then using a brush to spread out the Posca pen ink, to spread out whites and yellows and purples, and to bring more life into the illustration. And that worked a lot better. Having finished this piece, what I learned, aside from the fact that I can't really draw clouds, even though I don't think that you could screw it up, apparently you can, is that much like the rest of my stylistic choices, I prefer line art, and the way that I achieved that with this was kind of by using the Posca pen, and I definitely blended it out a lot, and I have done a couple more of these illustrations since, and what I have realized is that I actually like leaving the Posca pen lines, and not blending them out. I like the texture that it gives better. So this first painting was really an experiment, and I added color pencil and I added more Posca on top and blended that out. But what I really learned from this was that I like using the Posca pen on top of the acrylic gouache, and that I enjoy the texture of the pen marks, rather than treating the Posca like paint. So learning curves all the way around. Different things that you learn by experimenting. That's part of the process. So I'm not mad at it. I did eventually get to a place where I liked this. I like it at this stage, basically. Once I started to add in the color pencil, that helped for me. And then I add more of the yellow Posca in, which brightens the whole thing up for me as well. And then I just add in sparkle effects and stuff. So that is pretty on brand for me, honestly. Any kind of time that I can put like blush on someone or sparkles in the air, it's a good day. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this process video. It was definitely a challenge for me because I haven't used paint in a very long time. But I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will have more up on my channel soon. So have a great day, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye!